Hello everyone, as you all know, this is Arpit Raj, and today I'm here to present the most important problem related to the topic power series and radius of convergence from the paper complex analysis. This is the most important problem arising in complex analysis, and in my opinion, this may play an important role during your examinations. So, it is my advice to all of you that please and try to understand this the concept of this problem and its a solution, and prepare this problem and try to solve more and more questions related to this problem. So let's move towards the question. The problem is, if a2n is equals to 2 is to the power 2n and a2n minus 1 is equals to 4 is to the power 2n minus 1, then the radius of convergence of the power series summation n is equals to 0 to infinity a n z to the power n will be what? So here the question says that you are given a2n equals to 2 is to the power 2n and a2n minus 1 is equals to 4 is to the power 2n minus 1. Then you will have to find out the radius of convergence of the power series a n z to the power n. So let's move towards the solution of this particular question and see. So here is the solution of this particular question. Here it is given that a2n is equals to 2 is to the power 2n and a2n minus 1 is equals to 4 is to the power 2n minus 1. So now what we will do is, now let us think about the sum of these two series. We are going to sum the two series constructed by introducing the general term in which a2n and a2n minus 1 play a role as the coefficient of the general term. So now let us think about the sum of these two series as summation a2n z2 to the power 2n and summation n equals to 1 to infinity a2n minus 1 z is to the power 2n minus 1. Here in the first term we have taken the sum from the n is equals to 0, and in the second term we have taken the sum from n is equals to 1. The reason behind it is that here if we want to put n is equals to 0 in the term a2n minus 1, then this will give a 0 minus 1, and that is a minus 1, and we know that no such terms in the power series exist having the coefficient a minus 1. That's why we have put the sum from the n is equals to 1 to infinity for the second power series. So let's expand these two power series separately in RHS and then see what the result is. So if we are going to expand the first power series, then we have to put n is equals to 0 to infinity. So this will give a0 plus a2z square plus a4z power 4 plus and so on. And similarly we are going to, if we are going to expand the second power series, then we will get a1z plus a3z cube plus a5z to the power 5 plus and so on. And if we open these two brackets in RHS, then we will get a0 plus a1z plus a2z square plus a3z cube plus a4z is to the power 4 plus and so on. And if we look carefully, then this result is nothing but the sum of the power series a and z is to the power 2, and that's why we have write it as summation n is equals to 0 to infinity a and z is to the power 2n. So thus we found that summation n is equals to 0 to infinity a and z is to the power n is equals to sum of the two power series, namely summation n is equals to 0 to infinity a2n z is to the power 2n plus summation n is equals to 1 to infinity a2n minus 1 z is to the power 2n minus 1. This is, suppose this is equation first. Here the power series summation n is equals summation a and z n is expressed as the sum of two power series summation a2 and z is to the power 2 and summation summation a2n minus 1 z is to the power 2n minus 1. And one more fact is that if we look carefully, that then we found that the summation the first power series summation a2 and z is to the power 2 and give the even terms of the power series a and z power n, and while the second term second power series a2n z a2n minus 1 z is to the power 2n minus 1 gives the odd terms of the power series a and z power n minus a and z to the power n. So that is the power series. Summation n equals to 0 to infinity a n z power n is the sum of the two power series. Summation n is equals to 0 to infinity a 2n z is to the power 2n, and summation n is equals to 1 to infinity a 2n minus 1 z is to the power 2n minus 1. So now we know that the power series summation a n z is to the power n is the sum of both the given series, a 2n z is to the power n and a 2n minus 1 z is to the power 2n minus 1. Now, the problem was to find the radius of convergence of the resultant power series is summation a n z is to the power n. So now what we will do is, suppose r1 and r2 be the radii of convergence of series of the series summation a n z is to the power n, summation a2n z is to the power 2n, and summation a2n minus 1 z is to the power 2n minus 1 respectively. So now we will try to find the radius of convergence of both the power series. But first of all, we will see the most important fact about the sum of the two power series, which give a resultant power series. So remember that if a power series is the sum of two power series having radii of convergence r1 and r2 respectively, then the radius of convergence of the resultant series is minimum of r1 and r2. That is, so here that is r is equals to minimum of r1 and r2. Means it means that here we have expressed the power series summation a n z is to the power 2n is the sum of the two different power series summation a2n z is to the power 2n and summation a2n minus 1 z is to the power 2n minus 1. So if we know the radii of convergence of the both the power series by summing which the resultant power series has been obtained, then the radius of convergence of the resultant power series will be the minimum of the radii of convergence of the both the power series by summing which the resultant power series has been obtained. So it means that if the first power series a2n z to the power 2n have the radius of convergence r1, and the second power series a2n minus 1 z to the power 2n minus 1 have the radius of convergence r2, then the resultant the radius of convergence of the resultant power series, that is summation a n z to the power n, will be the minimum of r1 and r2. So now we will try to find out the radius of convergence of the both of power series by summing which the resultant series has been obtained, and after that we will see which one is the minimum, and the minimum power the minimum radius of our convergence will be the radius of convergence of the resultant power series. So let's see. So here r is equals to minimum of r1 and r2. Now for the power series summation a2n z is to the power 2n we have, now we are going to find out the radius of convergence of both the power series separately. So for the first power series, that was summation a2n z 2n a2n z is to the power 2n. Since we know that the simple formula for the radius of convergence when its coefficient of general term is known, and is 1 upon r equals to limit n tends to infinity modulus a n plus 1 upon a n. So here we have series a2n z is to the power 2n, means here general term is a2n. So according to it, so accordingly the formula will be converted into 1 upon r1 equals to limit n tends to infinity a2n plus 2 upon a2n, which will be equal to limit n tends to infinity modulus 2 is to the power 2n plus 2 upon 2 is to the power 2n, as we have the general coefficient of general term, that is a2n equals to 2 is to the power 2n. So putting all the values on solving, we will get 1 upon r1 equals to 2 square. This will give us r1 equals to 1 upon 4. So this is the radius of convergence of the first power series summation a to n into z is to the power 2n. In the same way we will try to find out the radius of convergence of the second power series, that is summation n is equals to 1 to infinity a to n z is to the power 2n minus 1. So also for the power series summation n equals to 1 to infinity a to n minus 1 z is to the power 2n minus 1, we have here we are again going to apply the same formula regarding the radius of convergence of the power series. So it will be 1 upon r2 equal to limit n tends to infinity. Here in the formula it should have some modulus n plus 1 upon an. So this will give us some modulus a2n plus 2 minus 1 upon a2n minus 1, and this is equals to limit n tends to infinity modulus a2n plus 1 upon a2n minus 1. Here we have the general term a2n minus 1 equal to 4 is to the power 2n minus 1. So putting the values of a2n plus 1 accordingly, and solving we will get 1 upon r2 equal to limit n tends to infinity 4 is to the power 2n plus 1 upon 4 is to the power 2n minus 1. After solving this, we will get 1 upon r2 equals to 4 upon 4 to is to the power n 4 upon 4 is to the power minus 1, and this will give 4 into 4 upon 1, and this is equals to 1 upon r2 equals to 16, and in this way we will get r2 equals to 1 upon 16. So this is the radius of convergence of the second power series, namely summation a2n minus 1 z is to the power 2n minus 1. In this way we have obtained the radii of convergence of the both the power series, by summing which the resultant series summation a and z is to the power n has been obtained. So according to the fact we have discussed above, the radius of convergence of the resultant power series summation a and z is to the power n will be the minimum of r1 and r2. So let's move ahead and see. So here we have r1 equals to 1 upon 4, that is the radius of convergence of first power series is 1 upon 4, and the r2 equal to 1 upon 16, that is the radius of convergence of second power series has been obtained 1 upon 16. So obviously here 1 upon 16 is less than 1 upon 4, and this gives that r2 is less than r1, that is r1 is the maximum and r1 is greater than r2, that is the radius of convergence of the first power series is larger than the radius of convergence of the second power series. And since we have shown above that summation that summation a and z is to the power n equals to summation a2n z is to the power 2n plus summation equals to 1 to infinity a2n minus 1 z is to the power 2n minus 1, that is the resulted power series is the sum of the both the power series, that is the resultant power series a and zn is the sum of the both the power series. Hence according to the fact we have discussed above, the radius of convergence of the resultant power series will be the minimum of the radius of minimum of the radii of convergence of the both the power series. Hence the radius of convergence of the power series summation equals to 0 to infinity and z to the power n is r is equals to minimum of r1 and r2. Here we have already obtained the values of r1 and r2, so this will be r equals to minimum of 1 upon 4 and 1 upon 16, and here 1 upon 16 is the minimum. So the value of radius of convergence of the resultant power series will be 1 upon 16. Hence the radius of convergence of the power series summation n equals to 0 to infinity n z is to the power n is 1 upon 16. So in this way we have obtained the solution of this particular problem. In this problem we are given the coefficient of two general terms of two different power series, and we are to find out the radius of convergence of the resultant power series by summing which is obtained by summing the given two different power series. So first of all we have shown en is the sum of the given two different power series a2n z is to the power 2n and a2n minus 1 z is to the power 2n minus 1, and we have used the fact that if a series if a power series is the sum of two different power series, then its radius of convergence will be the minimum of the radii of convergence of the both the power series, that is r equals to minimum of r1 and r2, where r is the radius of convergence of the resultant power series and r1 and r2 are the radius of convergence of the two different power series, by summing which the resultant power series has been obtained. So we find out the radius of convergence of first power series and similarly that of the second power series, and we seen that which one is the minimum between r1 and r2, and obviously here we have found that 1 upon 16 is less than 1 upon 4, that is r2 is less than r1. So since the resultant power series is sum of the even power series and odd power series, so hence the radius of convergence will be r equals to minimum of r1 and r2, and this will give r equals to 1 upon 16. Hence the radius of convergence of the power series is 1 upon 16. So that's all about my this problem, and I think this problem is very important problem, and everyone should try to understand and practice this problem and try to solve more and more problems related to this problem for the better understanding. This problem was solved and presented by Arpit Raj. So that's all about my today's presentation. If anyone have any doubt, please feel free to ask. I heartily invite your feedback and responses in the comment box. Thank you very much for watching this beautiful video.